We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. We got the blues on the run. Sing boom torero. Ring out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel. For the game's all here.
There's a garden, what a garden, full of happy faces and blue lights. Never any room full of worry, full of gloom. There's music, and there's dancing, and a lot of sweet romancing. When they play the polka, they all get in the swing. Anytime you hear that up, everybody feels so tra-la-la. They want to roll their cares away. They got the la-ti-da-ti-a. And when you hear that rumble on the floor, it's a big surprise you're waiting for. And all the couples, they form a ring. From miles around, you can hear them sing.
Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. We got the blues on the run. Sing boom torero. Let's ring out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel. For the game's all here.
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Music Around the World Polka Spotlight. Thank you so much for inviting us into your homes today.
Yes, we're excited about today's show because you get to hear your favorite songs like The Green Green Grass of Home and Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Best of all, these songs are all played on a Hemi-powered 1956 Hammond organ.
Hey, hey! You are in for a real treat, yes. And here to play those great tunes, let's welcome the Hi-Hats Band.
And we'll take a brief moment to introduce the members of the band. First up, playing keyboard and Hemi-powered organ, let's welcome Gary Lyons. Next up on saxophone and vocals, let's welcome the leader of the band, Vern Schultz. And lastly, playing the drums and on vocals, let's hear it for Bob Pexa.
All right, and before we get to that next show, we have our next song, I should say. The next dedication we have is happy belated 89th birthday to Lucille Enger, who watches every single day from your friend Cheryl, all the way from Texas. Her birthday was on September 9th. Happy birthday, Lucille. And the song is, yes, congratulations. Song is Before I Met You. Let's dance.
I thought I'd seen pretty girls in my time, but that was before I met you. I never saw one that I wanted for mine, but that was before I met you. I thought I was swinging the world by the tail, thought I'd never be blue. I thought I'd been kissed and I thought I'd been hugged. That was before I met you. I wanted to ramble and always be free, but that was before I met you. They said no woman would ever own me, but that was before I met you. I thought I was swinging the world by the tail, I thought I'd never be blue. I thought I'd been kissed and I thought I'd been hugged. That was before I met you. They tell me I must reap what I have sown, but darling, I hope that's not true. Once I made plans to live alone, but that was before I met you. But I was swinging the world by the tail, I thought I'd never be blue. I thought I'd been kissed and I thought I'd been hugged, but that was before I met you. Yes, that was before I met you.
Very nice. If you'd like to send us an email, you can send it to the email address on your screen, and we'll try to get that dedication on the air within 3 weeks or so.
All right, and Bill Peters says, I love the tenor saxophone whenever the hi-hats play. Must be talking about you, Vern. And I do have to admit, Bill Peter is a wonderful guy. I'd love to meet him sometime. Thank you for calling that in. Hey, you got your request, and they are here today. So,
Yes. I think he was blushing for a moment there. And our next song is I Don't Know Why. Here we go.
I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why I just do. I don't know why you thrill me like you do. I don't know why you just do. You never seem to want my romancing. The only time you hold me is when we're dancing. I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why I just do. I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why I just do. I don't know why you thrill me like you do. I don't know why you just do. You never seem to want my romancing. The only time you hold me is when we're dancing. I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why I just do.
right, folks, we have two special guests in our studio audience today. Their names are Patty and Lori. Welcome, welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And they happen to be from Presbyterian Homes in Spring Park. So tell us a little bit. Lori, you work there, and Patty, you're a volunteer there.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit of how long you've been working there and what your role is at Presbyterian Homes?
Hey, well, I'm the life enrichment assistant, and I've been there for about 4 months. And we're just always trying to find, new and fun activities for our residents. And so this just turned out to be a great event.
And so, I don't know if folks at home can see, we do have about, 10 folks or 11 people here from Presbyterian Homes. Excellent. And Patty, tell us about your volunteer activities.
Yeah, so I'm a volunteer, and I've been a volunteer for a few years out at Presbyterian Homes, and I really enjoy volunteering, and we're always looking for more volunteers. So if anyone's interested, please sign up. If not at Presbyterian in St. Louis Park, at some other facility. We do a lot of fun things like this, and boat rides and all kinds of fun things. So if you have it in your heart to volunteer, please sign up.
Excellent. Way to go. All right. Well, that's a real treat. So there are many divisions of Presbyterian Homes, because my mom is in one. It's called Summerwood of Chanhassen, but so it's not just Presbyterian Homes is like the umbrella name?
Yeah. Yes. And we are Lake Minnetonka Shores.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for being here.
Thank
Everybody
you.
who is here from Presbyterian Homes, thank you for coming. We so appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Has John ever taken you out on the boat ride on Excelsior that he volunteers on?
We've been out on a lot of boat rides. I don't know if I know John, though, but yeah, we take a lot of boat rides out at Lake Minnetonka Shores.
Yeah, he volunteers on a boat that was pulled up from the bottom of Lake Minnetonka.
Oh, you're kidding.
The
We're
mini
going to have to
ha-ha.
check into that
Yes.
story when we get back. I have not heard that, but we also do fishing, too, so.
You should see John volunteering. He carries a bucket and he bails water the whole time.
You want to ride on that, don't you?
They get a workout when they volunteer on that boat.
I bet they do.
And the next song is Let the Sun Shine In.
Thanks, ladies.
Twirling skirts, pretty girls with smiling faces. It's the happiness we have in Polka land. Mom and Dad, Sister Sue, Josh and Tosh and Mary Lou, and we're dancing to the music of our band. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. At a dance in your home or at a tavern, that familiar sound we all enjoy to hear. Couples dancing round the floor, others asking for some more, and the spirits getting higher with some beer. Oh, let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, happiness will never leave your heart. Oh, let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, happiness will never leave your heart. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart.
All right. Well, we just finished up with the Minnesota State Fair, and we had a blast there. We were in the parade on August 29th, and thanks only to the fine people at the Minnesota State Fair, but also to Ron and Doris Lazarski and the folks at Dodge of Burnsville, in particular, Mark Sabo, who provided a beautiful truck for us to be in, as they do every year. So thank you to Mark Sabo and all the folks at Dodge of Burnsville, and to Ron and Doris for driving that beautiful vehicle, and for Vicki and Les, who came out and rode in the back of the truck with us, and to Sharon and Ron, and to Louie and Delia, who were in the crowd. And thank you for all for coming out.
And thanks to Ron for driving smoothly so we didn't fly out
the back
of the truck.
Yes, that's important. So.
All right. Now the next song is The Green, Green Grass of Home.
The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train. There to meet me, my mama and my papa. Down the road I look at their runs Mary, hair of gold and lips just like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. The old house, you know, it's still standing, though the paint is cracked and dry. And there's an old oak tree that I used to play on. Down the lane I walk with my sweet Mary, hair of gold with lips just like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, the love is there to meet me. All those creatures smiling sweetly. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Then I woke and look around me. Cold gray walls surround me. And I realized that I was only dreaming. There's a garden, there's a saddle I'd bring. I'm an hour will walk at daybreak. Again I'll touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, the love is there to meet me in the shadow of that old oak tree as they lay me beneath the green, green grass of home.
You got everything? Well, that was beautiful. Brings back so many memories. I used to play that song all the time on the piano. And we'd like to tell you that if you have a dedication, you can call the phone number on the screen and send in your song dedication. We'll try to get that on the air. We have some special guests here.
That's right. We have Marian Zibikowski. Hey, hey, hey. She is celebrating 90 years young on September 18th. Yes.
Thank you.
And this is her daughter-in-law, Carol. She is the wife of Tim Zibikowski, our sound technician. So we're so delighted you folks are here.
Thank you so much, everybody.
So, because of this special day coming up, do you mind if we sing happy birthday to you?
Oh, pretty nice.
All right. Guys, can you sing a little happy birthday to Marion? All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marion. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any words of wisdom you can offer for 90 years of living?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm very, very thankful to be 90, I'll tell you.
That's great. Excellent. So glad you're here, Marion. Carol, yeah, give a shout out to anybody?
Well, to Tim, thank you for getting us to come over here today.
Yes,
You know,
perfect.
we just thought, what would she love to do for her birthday? Polka.
Nothing better.
That's the best.
My favorite all my life.
Oh, very good. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming up.
Thank you.
And our next song is The Innocence Waltz. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Well, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Art. It's his 87th birthday on the 13th, which is
Just yesterday.
just yesterday.
Yeah. And also, Jean Lundberg of Belle Plaine. She lives at Kingsway in Belle Plaine. And she celebrated her birthday on August 26th. She also turned 90, just like Marion. Hey, hey. And she actually knows Vern. Boy, Vern, everybody knows you. Apparently, you used to live. Yes.
Beautiful place.
Okay, in Belle Plaine, and that's where she lives. She says, hey, I want to give a shout out to Vern Schultz as well. And this comes from Linda Kolowski, who's wishing Jean Lundberg happy birthday. So, hey, hey. All right, and we're going to, the next song is going to be, going to sit right down and write myself a letter.
sit right down and write myself an email and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better and glow with love the way that you do. I'm gonna head right down and write myself an email and make believe it came right from you. Write myself an email and make believe it came right from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better and glow with love the way that you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself an email and make believe it came with you.
Well, we would like to take this opportunity to introduce you all to our fabulous crew that helps us out with our show each time, and we would not be able to do it without them. So first up, let's give a big shout out for our sound technician, Tim Zibikowski. Thank you, Tim. Yes, and to our director, Marcia Patton. There she is. Thank you, Marcia. She's in charge, yes. And our graphics guy, thank you, Ruben Tahir. Very good. And put your hands together for our camera crew. First up, we have Danny Connor. No, there we go. We have. Okay, let's decide. Who are we doing first? Okay, it's JD Harley Farley. Thank you, Jeannie. And also on camera today, we have Danny Connor Smith. Yay, yay, yay. And Danny's grip today is Doris Lazarski. Yay, yay. And also on camera, put your hands together for Karen Wood. Thank you, Karen. And our lighting crew, thanks to Javi Cedillo and Dustin Cooper. And I just wanted to let you know, Larry Hopia, who normally does camera with our crew, just came home from the hospital yesterday. We are so delighted that he's on the mend. It's been a long time, hasn't it? And I learned that he had to have something at the hospital every day that he didn't really care for. There's a really good song called Good Brown Gravy. That's a great West Coast swing tune. But apparently, Larry's experience of brown gravy was nowhere near good. So no more brown gravy, Larry. Hallelujah, right? Okay.
That's right. Yes, and we'd like to wish a happy 40th anniversary to Charlotte and Tim Savaloya, celebrated on September 8th, 40 years.
Yes, happened to be my sister and brother-in-law. Congratulations. The next song for you, You and Me. Let's dance.
You and me together find some pleasure. Without your love, I want to leave. And I feel the same way about you, darling. We belong together, you and me. We will share life's troubles and life's sorrows. You belong to me and I to you. When you look at me, the sun is brighter. When you smile at me, I lose my blues. You and me together life's a pleasure. Without your love, I want to leave. And I feel the same way about you, darling. We belong together, you and me. We belong together, you and me.
All right. We want to welcome one of those special guests from Presbyterian Homes.
And while we're waiting, if you have a dedication, you can mail it to the address on your screen, and we'll try to get that dedication on the air within a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks after it comes in.
All right. Welcome back, Patty, and your lovely mom, Betty. Hi, Betty.
Howdy doody.
So glad you're here with us today. You
Enjoying every minute of it.
great.
Lots of fun.
Tell us how long you've lived at Presbyterian Homes.
Forever.
Forever. Well, how about that? Well, you were a founding partner then, I take it, right? Very good. You know all about it then.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing that you like about living there? Being close to Lake Minnetonka?
Well, I've always lived on the lake.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're very fortunate. That's
I lived
great.
in Mound Town.
A Mound Town. Okay. All right. And do you tune in to Polka Spotlight?
Yes.
Excellent.
I like it.
Very good. All right. We are so glad you're
Very
here.
nice.
And your daughter gets to come and visit you and volunteer?
Oh, she does. She does. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her.
Well, that's great. Yes, excellent. Well, we are so grateful that you and all of your friends are here today from Presbyterian Homes.
Yeah.
Again, it's Lake Shores at
Lake Minnetonka Shores.
Lake Minnetonka
Yep,
Shores.
yep.
Okay, in Spring Park.
Yep.
Excellent. All right.
Thank
I'd
you.
like to have you come and visit.
Well, we would be delighted. Yes, yes.
try it.
We could do a little dance demo
We
out
might
there. How
like
about that? All right, we'll make that
All right.
arrangement. Thanks, ladies.
And the next song is Polish Girlfriend.
got a Polish girlfriend. She looks a lot like you. I love my Polish girlfriend. I know that she'll be true. I want to call her sweetheart. She wants to hold my hand. It won't be long now, my Polish girlfriend, our name will be the same. It won't be long now, my Polish girlfriend, our name will be the same. I've got a Polish girlfriend. She looks a lot like you. I love my Polish girlfriend. I know that she'll be true. I want to call her sweetheart. She wants to hold my hand. It won't be long now, my Polish girlfriend, our name will be the same. It won't be long now, my Polish girlfriend, our name will be the same.
Well, we're going to take a moment and talk to Vern here, the leader of the band. So Yvonne's going to give you her mic and kind of go from there. Well, every once in a while when we have a band interview, we try to figure out what do these guys do when they're not playing their musical instruments. Well, I happened to Google Vern Schultz on my phone, and it brings up he's an author of 4 books. Yes, can you believe it? Yes. Which is amazing. And when did you write your first book, Vern?
Well, the first book I wrote was it was a fellow who was the first black chief of police in St. Paul, and it was an interesting story. He was my referee. I did a lot of officiating football and basketball, and he was my partner. And it's quite a story to learn how, in our day and age, the challenges that people had to face, you know, when you were a minority, and he ended up being chief of police. And so he always would say, as we refereed, something would happen, he'd say, "Hey, Vern, I got to put that in my book," you know. and some crazy things would happen, you know, along the line. So I saw him 2 years after he retired, and I said, "How's the book coming?" "Well, you know, writing a book, you know, how do you start it now?" So I took it upon myself to put some words down. He liked it, and we went along, and that book was published by the Ramsey County Historical Society, and it's an interesting book. It was called Son of Rondo. If anybody knows St. Paul, Rondo was at that time the black neighborhood. It was an interesting thing, and he had lived there. That's my first book.
That's great. And you went on to write 3 more after that?
Well, I wrote a book called Memoirs of a Left-Hander. Any left-handers here? We're better than the rest of the people. And so I wrote the book and tried to talk a little bit about my early days and stuff like that. And I worked, by the way, at the Lexington Baseball Park as a groundskeeper way back. Remember the St. Paul? The original St. Paul Saints? Not the one today are fine, but this was the original St. Paul Saints. That was before the Minnesota Twins came. And they closed that ballpark in 1960. Just think, if you were 60 years old today, you would never have known there was a ballpark. So I just wrote a book called Lexington Park, Home of the Original Saints. So
you're
we'll
really,
see if anybody reads it.
So you're really a kind of a historical writer almost in some ways.
Well, I did this book. We contacted the Ramsey County Historical Society, and whether they write the book or take experts out of it, we aren't 100% sure yet. You don't write books, you know, us people, we don't write books to make money. We write books to keep busy. And that's the secret of aging, is to keep busy. They have a reason to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
This young lady introduced, I'll be 90 in December 1st, and my mother, sitting up there, if she knew I was going to play my horn in December after 90 years, she'd say, "See, I told you it would work out and you'd get a job." So anyway.
That's great. Yes. Well, I'm curious, your third book, what was that one about?
Well, you know, when you get old, you can't remember anything. When you can't remember, Grandpa's, listen, this is all for you folks. This book is called Grandpa's Rocking Chair. And I wrote the book, I was in education. I wrote the book because, you know, we lived a tough life. Remember when you were raised? I was born in 1929, the beginning of the Great Depression. My dad said I was the best thing that happened in 1929. And he was right. He was right. And the book talks a lot about those Depression years. And I'll tell you, people here can tell you about Depression years. They were tough. I remember the hobos. There was a railroad track near us. I remember hobos would come over. My dad had cut the grass on, let's say, a Tuesday night, and we got a knock on the door. And it was this guy. I was just 4 or 5 years old at the time. And knocked on the door, and he talked to my mother, and he went out and cut the grass again. My dad had just cut it a day before, and then she had a meal for him sitting on the stoop. And she said, afterwards, I asked her about that, and she said, you know, these weren't bums. These were people who were traveling around the country just looking for work, hoping the next town would have a job for them, you know. We lived differently in those early days. I'm speaking for everybody here. You know, we didn't go to restaurants 4 times a week like we do now, you know. The only restaurant I remember going to was the White Castle. Listen, the White Castle was 3 blocks away from my house, and if you had a dime with a certificate, you'd get 5 White Castle hamburgers. But you know, the problem was you had to find the dime. And that was really tough to do, you know. There's all kinds of experiences that I remember. It's true, you know, people go out today and spend, my kids know that they don't know what it was like back in those early days. And my dad would go down to the New Kinshu restaurant once every couple of months and bring home chow mein. That was a real deal. And then he'd go down to the market and bring a chicken home, and he'd put it on the steak, and I remember us little kids would watch, and he'd chop that head off, and that chicken would run around. That was a big thing. That was a big deal. And some folks here were farmers. When I lived at Kingsway Retirement Center, farmer there, wonderful man, told me, he said, you know, Vern, we had loans, government loans. The government didn't even try to collect them. Didn't try to collect them. He says, you know, we had to kill our animals to eat. You know, when you think about those are tough days. So the book only talks about that because the book's all about young people today are in a different world than we were in. You know, they didn't have pensions and things coming up. And so the book's all about how you might make it. I call that, my dad's course was Survival 101, and that's kind of what it was, and that's what the book's all about.
That's great.
It's about, and I hope it's meaningful.
Well, we'll have to ask you about book 4 on the next show, so tune in to
Stay
the next
tuned.
show. How's that for a teaser? And we're going to put the number for the band right up on the screen so you can see it there against the blue background there.
That's right.
There you go.
You are a
And,
wealth of knowledge, Vern. Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you for those stories. We really enjoyed it. And the next song is?
The West, A Nest, and You, dear. Let's dance.
The West, the nest, and you, dear. Oh, what a dream would be. A cottage little cottage beside the western sea. And now someday, maybe, my dreams will all come true. A cradle and a baby, the West, the nest, and you. The West, the nest, and you, dear. Oh, what a dream would be. A cottage, little cottage beside the western sea. And now someday, maybe, my dreams will all come true. A cradle and a baby, the West, the nest, and you. Someday, maybe, my dreams will all come true. A cradle and a baby, the West, the nest, and you. West, and you.
All right, folks. So if you are just tuning in, we are Music Around the World Polka Spotlight, and our show airs in fine cities such as Bismarck, Jamestown, and Fargo, North Dakota, all around the Twin Cities, and all the way up to out to Hutchinson, Brandon, Wilmer, Sauk Center, Melrose, and East Lyme, Connecticut. How about it? Thank you for tuning in if you're from East Lyme, Connecticut.
And the 7-county metro area.
That's right.
All over. And thank you to MCN6 for carrying our show all these years. We really appreciate it. And the next song is dedicated to Gary because Gary's been so good to his older sister Sharon.
All right, and the song is Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Let's dance.
In the twilight glow I see her, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed midnight and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, only memories remain. Through the ages I remember, blue eyes crying in the rain. rain. I can see a star in heaven. Blue eyes crying in the rain. Love is like a dying ember. Homely memories remain. Through the ages I remember. Blue eyes crying in the rain. Blue eyes crying in the rain.
Well, if you'd like to learn to dance, you can go to the web address on your screen, find out where all the dances are and where the instructors are, so you can learn a new dance step.
That's right. And we want to wish happy belated birthday to Larry Johnson, who turned 96 years young on September 9th. Happy birthday, Larry. This comes to you from your friend Carol. Hope you had a great birthday, she says.
And the next song is a quick step. It's called That's My Weakness Now.
She's got eyes of blue. I never cared for eyes of blue, but she's got eyes of blue. That's my weakness now. She's got dimpled cheeks. I never cared for dimpled cheeks, but she's got dimpled cheeks. That's my weakness now. Oh my, oh me. I should be good, I would good, but she likes to bill and coo. I never liked to bill and coo, but she likes to bill and coo, and that's my weakness now. She talks baby talk. I never cared for baby talk, but she talks baby talk, and that's my weakness now. She likes engagement rings. I never liked engagement rings, but she likes engagement rings, and that's my weakness now. Oh yes, oh yeah. And we're heading for the Parson's door, I guess. She likes a family. I never liked a family, but she likes a family, and that's my weakness now. Hey! Oh yes, oh yes. And we're heading for the Parson's door, I guess. She likes engagement rings. I never liked engagement rings, but she likes engagement rings, and that's my weakness now.
Okay. All right, folks, can you believe it? We have come to the end of our show. My goodness, time is flying.
Yes.
All right,
We
so
hope you had a great time.
Yes, and give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you all for being here, whether you're a first-time or a long-time fan of the show. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you to John Balajic and to our fabulous crew.
And most of all, take a bow to the Hi-Hats Band.
And we're going to go out with what better song? No beer today.
Oh.
God bless you all.
But we got it tomorrow.
One Sunday afternoon, I was driving through the town, and all I had left was $1. I stopped into the bar just to get a little cheer, and you could hear the bartender holler, "Hey, no beer today, no beer today. You count my beer on a Sunday, no beer today." no beer today. You gotta come around on the Monday. No beer today, no beer today. You gotta come around on a Monday. No beer today, no beer today. You gotta come around on a Monday. One Sunday afternoon, I was driving to the town, and all I had left was $1. I stopped into the bar just to get a little cheer, and you could hear the bartender holler, "No beer today, no beer